Yeah, welcome for the ones that are just jumping into the recording. We've got a few lovely requests or intents for people. So if you start this meditation today, it's good to write your intent down, because, your subconscious will then aim to that. I always really believe that focus creates reality. And if we have a focus there, your guidance, your subconscious, your energy field will make that happen for you. So that is a really good thing to do. And we've got things today coming through like balance, guidance, clarity, inner peace, calmness, connection to self, energy, inner peace, preciousness. I love that. So there's a lot of, different, but at the same time, the same kind of wishes that we're going to achieve today. And what I got through is interesting is you guys, most of you that have worked with me know that I work very much with the Earth and Universe channel. And the reason that I do that is because if you're connected with the Earth and if you're connected with the universe, your alignment, your channel is open to receive the bigger picture, the bigger energy of you. And what I also work a lot with is if you're an empath or if you're sensitive, you're tempted to feel everything and everyone and every issue, whatever it is, around you. And what is interesting is that what we then do is then we connect horizontal instead of vertical. And there's nothing wrong with connecting horizontally, especially if it is, on purpose, when you do that consciously. But when you do it subconsciously, we sometimes are still energetically with 10, 20 people outside of ourselves, or 10, 20 issues, or just busy with work, or just thinking about a lot of people around you. And what happens then is that your energy gets dispersed. It just gets a little bit stretched. And what I'd like to do today is to focus again, bring that energy back and connect that to the vertical kind of really alignment so that you're open to what needs to come through for you. Now, in the past, I think it was a couple of years ago, I did a workshop called the three, it probably was something like gateway point meditation. It was a master class. And what I taught is when your 3 points, the tailbone, the center of your heart, which goes also within, and your pineal gland, which is behind your third eye and in the middle, if those 3 points are open, then basically your channel is automatically open. It's like a powerhouse. And it's really interesting to know where you're at with those points, right? Because if you're in a phase of still settling in with jobs or with houses or with family, it's often the first one that goes off. Or if you're not quite in your creative mode, or if you're actually exploding with creative energy, that's the point that you will either not or feel a lot. If it's your heart, it's really interesting to see where you're at with your soul's mission, with your passions. And the pineal gland is, your consciousness gland. So that's also the connection to your higher self, to your guidance. But also, when I am in a lot of thinking, and we all have that at times, we're human beings, it's really nice exercise to just bring that energy back into your pineal gland. So as I see it as a reversed sun, it's just snap it back into the pineal gland, like zip it, like quiet. And I can't tell you, when you reside consciously with your energy in your pineal gland, even just breathing into it for just, a couple of seconds, your mind will start to calm down. And when your mind is quiet and is calmed down, that's where you can align even better. So I got through today that it's really all about alignment and then listening to the messages we need to hear today. And then we can look in the body if there's any other parts that we need to heal or address. But I thought it would be really good because I've noticed in my coaching sessions and in my groups that we are often just distracted by the circumstances outside of ourselves. And we're often distracted by the things we should do, have to do, but also by thinking that we need to fix ourselves. Oh shit, I feel this. What am I going to do about this? And then we start to work really hard. And what I want you all to do is to not work hard today, to not fix yourself. That's not why you're here. You're just here to align. You're just here to connect. And you're here to let the bigger you come through, because in the end, we're all energy. We're multidimensional beings, and I'd like to always meditate through time and space and not necessarily from the fixed mind, right? And that's where the miracles happen, and that's where the bigger messages come through. So that's also what all my programs, my I've now developed quite a few where the up level ones are all based on that. It's much more downloading that bigger you that already knows what you need, that already has those answers. And that's what I'd love for you to connect with today. So let's just close your eyes. I always start with a cross symbol because what it does, it brings you in the witness position. So I'd love for you to open up that cross symbol from the tailbone all up to the top of your head and over your shoulders. And if you hear this for the first time, just know that what this does is it opens up all the chakras when you pull out the vertical line, and the horizontal one over your shoulders is opening up the upper part of your heart chakra, which is literally opening you up to unconditional love. So what I'd love for you to do is to run upside down on both angles on the shoulders. And then again, don't forget to bring it to the back of your body where you're just in the witness position. If you're in it, it's a drama. When you witness it, it's a comedy. And I'd love for you to really lean backwards into your body. Just don't even put any effort in. Just let that cross symbol show itself. And what does it look like? What does it feel like today? It might be crystal, it might be gold, it might be wood. What is it presenting itself as? And for me, it's always a crystalline one, but weirdly enough, in the last months, it showed up as gold, and it's told me why. So I would love for you to ask your cross symbol and your subconscious, why is it this material? And if you feel that you want me to look with you or to, feel that I'm part of your meditation, you can chat in the chat box what your cross symbol looks like. And put your hand on your heart and ask why this material. You can always let me know. I'd love to hear. Why is it, for example, rose quartz, or why is it a light cross symbol, or why is it wooden? And some of you might need energy, some of you might need power, some of you might need grounding. Whatever the message is, just take it in and really keep opening that cross symbol in that particular material and just really feel it strengthening whilst I'm talking. And then what you do is you really start to now dig in that cross symbol into the earth as deep and as far as feels comfortable to you. And really feel that when it's in the earth, just almost like you're growing roots in there, you really dig it in there and then connect with that part of the earth, knowing that Mother Earth has consciousness, right? It's got an invaluable energy of multivitamins, minerals, crystalline energy, and an incredible wisdom. I always like to really connect with Mother Earth almost as if she is a person, and then just know that she's there to 100% support you and align you. And then you drink in that energy, and you don't have to do much because she gives it away freely. Drink in that energy up, up, up through all the layers of the earth into your tailbone, into your spinal column, into your wonderful cross symbol. You feel your cross symbol start to emanate, start to get bigger, start to get stronger. And then from there, all those lovely minerals and energy and colors and frequencies start to blend into your lungs, into your throat, into your wonderful head, your arms, your legs. You feel that now every cell and part of your body is drinking this energy in as a sponge. Just drink it in. And this by itself is incredibly healing and empowering and balancing and grounding, right? So just this is, if you would do this every day, you would already feel a lot better. But now we're going to extend to my favorite part, which is going up to the universe. Let the cross symbol expand and extend into the universe as far and as high as it wants to. And some people might go a couple of meters, some people might go straight to the core of the universe and just hook it back in there, hook it into the spot where you feel drawn to. Your subconscious knows, your guidance knows, your body knows. And then when you hook it in there, you really feel immediately a shift, a click, a recognition. And then buckets of love and light are pouring down in the form of light, of a waterfall, into your brain, releasing and relaxing whatever doesn't serve you, releasing and relaxing your muscles, your joints, but at the same time, also any energy that you might have taken in, just let it go. Whatever is not yours and doesn't serve you, you're letting it go now. So through your beautiful tummy, your hips, your knees, your calves, your feet, you might take a couple of deep breaths from above and then just down out of your feet into the earth. You do that maybe one more time. And immediately your energy is even lifted to a higher frequency. And as I always do, you bring those two sources together in your heart and accumulating the energy. Feel now that it's starting to grow, it's starting to emanate, it's starting to kind of boost outwards like a sun, forwards, backwards, upwards, downwards. And you don't have to do a thing. Sometimes I see people develop a frown, and whenever I see a frown, I know they're working hard, right? So I'd love for you to just let it happen. You don't have to do a thing. The energy knows what to do, and it just explodes open in all directions beyond your body, and you feel your arms stretching out. You don't have to physically do it if you don't want to, but it's just make that energy as big as your arms can stretch out, which is normally around your auric field, right? And feel that expansion. That expansion by itself is kind of the soul saying, yippee, I'm beyond this body, right? I'm not only this body, I'm energy. And then what you do is you might create kind of this bubble. And this bubble is just to let you feel an energy containment within that bubble, knowing that you're safe, knowing that in this bubble there's only room for unconditional love and light. And from this incredible kind of bubble and energy, we're going to start with opening up that first power point, which is your tailbone. Now, the PowerPoint is not only the tailbone, it's actually, as they call it in Tai Chi, the dantian. So it's just below your navel, in the middle, inwards. They use this in Tai Chi, they use this in all old Eastern medicine. And it's one of your powerful chakras that governs your energy levels, that governs also your creativity. But I always like to connect it with my tailbone as well. I feel that if my tailbone isn't open, this point is not as open as I want it to be. So what I'd like for you to do is to maybe put something in your tailbone, and it can be something like a crystal, like a red ruby or a flower, or anything that comes to you is perfect, to keep that open, and then you don't have to think about it anymore. And then you go to that part below your navel, and that is your wonderful dantian. And your dantian, you can actually consciously start opening now. So I'd love for you to feel a flower, see whatever color comes up, and you keep opening, keep opening, keep opening. And in doing that, your second chakra starts to open, your creative energy starts to open, your sexual energy starts to open, your legs start to open. Just keep opening, keep opening, keep opening. And what I'd love for you is to breathe from the earth, breathe into that point below your navel in the middle of your belly. Breathe it in, and then outwards through your spinal column up into the universe. And then grab all the energy that you can think of from the universe into that dantian point, in, and then breathe out into the earth. This is one of the most powerful things to open chakras, is with the breath and opening that channel, that alignment. We do it one more time. So you grab the energy from the earth, you bring it in into that dantian point, and then out into the universe, as far and as high as feels good to you. You grab all the energy there, and then you bring it into that point again. And knowing now that we are in the creative chakra, right? We are now opening that up. And this is where I would love for you to already, being in this very feminine center, to ask any questions you like to ask for your life right now. right? From this center, just ask, what do I need to know from this chakra? What is it that I need to know here? And it could be anything around your creativity in your life. It could be anything about, those issues around money or work. Just ask or receive. So if you don't know what to ask, tell your body and tell your guides and your subconscious, tell me what I need to know. And if you feel like writing things down, you can. You can do it in the chat box. If you want me to see it, you can write it down on a paper. But I'll be quiet for a minute or so. I'd love for you to just ask and connect with this point and see, what do I need to know in my life right now around these chakras? Even if you don't quite know what the chakras are about, doesn't matter. What is it that your body, your subconscious, your guidance wants you to know? And if you don't quite know what to ask, or if you don't hear any messages, you can put your intent out. What is it that you would like to create or to manifest right now in your life from this chakra? Just tell this chakra, tell your guidance what it is. So it might be abundance, it might be more structure for your life, it might be a new project, might be a new relationship, whatever it is that you want from this chakra. And then the moment you've put it into this chakra, it's aligned with that higher channel. It's almost like a radio channel, and it will be heard by your guidance, right? By your higher self, by that bigger you that is there always as well. And then I'd love for you all to connect now with the second point, the second power point, which is in the middle of your heart chakra. So it's almost where if you've worked with the dragons with me, it's your soul point. It's the point where your soul lives. So it's just behind your breastbone in the middle. And if you don't quite know where it is, just ask, your guidance and your body to show you, because your subconscious will know. And immediately now you feel that it starts opening like a flower. See what color this flower is, and keep opening, keep opening, keep opening. And in opening this point, your whole heart chakra will open. So keep opening, keep opening, keep opening this point. Keep opening front and back. I see some of you feel that they're opening the front, but I want you to also open the back. Now keep opening. Beautiful. And again, breathe in from the earth into this point. Love, love, love in, and whatever doesn't serve, out into the universe as high and as far, and then grab all the energy from the universe, all the healing, anything that you need into that heart chakra. Breathe it in, expand, and then breathe it out. In doing this, you're opening your channel, you're opening your heart chakra, you're opening your connection as above as below. And that's what you want. When this is open, you're a walking channel. Do this 2 more times. Breathe in, open, open, open. Big fat smile in your heart always helps. And then out. Because remember, when you put a smile in your body parts, your brain thinks you're happy, especially your heart. Breathe in, and then out into the earth, and put your hand on your heart and ask, okay, what do I need to know in this chakra? What is my heart's desire? What is it? It can be both ways. You can just listen and see what you receive, but you can also ask your guidance, what it is that you need most. And you can also do both. So I'll be quiet. I'll let you listen. I'll let you maybe write. What is it that your heart wants or needs most? I always like to ask first to my heart, what do you want? And then I like to ask my guides, what do you think my heart wants? It's two different perspectives, test it out. And when you feel that, you can always keep writing, or you get the recording later, so you can do it again. This is something I do at least once a month, but mostly once a week, where I really ask my heart, okay, what is it that you need? And then whenever you're ready, we're going to the pineal gland, one of my favorite chakras, because every time you open up and breathe into that gland in the middle of your brain, which is your third eye activator, right? When you do that, you calm the brain, but at the same time, you activate your consciousness and your connection. So it's really where it goes in through your third eye and, the occiput, where your spinal column and your skull come together, that little dent there. It's the line through there and then in the middle. That's where your pineal gland lives. And opening up both points will help opening the consciousness gland as well. So again, put in a different flower, different color, see what color comes up, and keep opening that flower. Keep opening, keep opening, keep opening, keep opening, keep opening. Beautiful. And for the ones that have worked with the dragons and the halos, this is where you can open up your halos as well. Yeah, because that will activate that point even more. So keep opening that. Now you've done that. Again, breathe in, go into the earth, find the right layer in the earth that is really resonating for this point. Grab all that wonderful energy, breathe it in through that spinal column, through that cross symbol, into that point, in, and then breathe out, shooting it into the universe. It's high and far, it feels good to you. Really feel now that you're grabbing all the energy there, breathing it into your pineal gland, and then out into the earth. Do that maybe two more times in your own time. Now, for me, this is incredibly healing. For the ones that are on my YouTube, this is what I did when I was traveling into the cities in the metro, one of the places where I would normally lose my energy. I would just breathe in from the earth into these points and then expand and blast it into the metro. Also horizontally, all directions, and then breathe it back in and then bring it up and down again so that my channel would not be affected, would actually stay open and be amplified by it. And that's what I'm teaching you now, is to just stay aligned and be amplified in it and by it. So now you're in this wonderful open channel, right? Now, I love for you to, I know that I've done this before with some of you, but it's always important to check it. I check it a couple of times a month. Check which of these points are actually really open, which of these 3 points are open or is open, and which one isn't. So let's see. Go first to the one that is the least open. And you might want to chat that in the chat box so I see where you're at if you want to. But which of your points is the least open? Okay, so we've got the dantian, we've got the pineal gland. And this is what I love. Everybody's different, right? We all have different chakras and different parts in our bodies where we're not as open. Okay, so once you've written it down, you close your eyes again. So it's interesting. Up until now, it's either, the lower one or the higher one. I haven't seen the heart chakra yet, so that's interesting. Now, I would like for you to really, the one that is open, um, it is your sacral chakra. It's still the dantian, Marjolein. Dantian is also the translation because it's a Chinese verb that is actually brought in Qigong in all languages. But it's the second chakra, the core of it. So what I'd love for you to do now is to, in that weakest chakra, start to now breathe in the energy from all directions into that point, almost like that reversed sun, right? Breathe it in, and almost explode it with a stick of dynamite, and then breathe it out again, expand it outwards. And you do that a couple of times. I want you to broaden even that field. So if you maybe were breathing it in from a meter, I'd like for you to breathe it in from the whole room or the whole house or the whole village. Go as far as your mind can expand. Then breathe in that energy into that point. Breathe it in. And then explode it outwards again, all directions. And then feel which of the exercises I'm teaching you here is helping you open it best. So this is one of the exercises you can do, and you can keep doing that for a bit. Or you can put that flower there and keep opening, keep opening, keep opening. That's something that I really like to do when I want to open energy quickly, is to just keep opening through a flower. But you can also have a bit of fire in there or a stick of dynamite keep exploding. So pick your tool. And if you have something different happening, then I'm telling you right now, go with that, right? Whatever your subconscious shows you to keep this point open is perfect. And if you want to share it with me, you can. I always love to hear. But what is it that you're doing in this particular chakra to open, to open, to open, to open? You can even ask this chakra whilst you're opening and opening and opening. Ask this chakra, why aren't you open? Why aren't you as open? Okay, and let it tell you, why is this chakra not as open as the other ones? Because it's nice to ask and to understand. When you understand, you can change it. You can do it differently. So now we've opened up this chakra. Go to the second one that, was the least open. So what would be the second one that you wanted to open? And then immediately, pick your choice. We can breathe in the energy from all directions, or you can do the flower, or you can use fire, or you can use the dynamite. What are you doing to open up the next chakra? Now keep opening, and don't, I see a couple of you are working hard. Just sit back and let it happen for you. Just let it happen for you. Don't work hard. Just observe. That's the only thing that you're doing. You're just allowing it to happen. Just open, open, open. And maybe they're all even, they're all as strong. And then I'd like for you to just jump between the points. Go from the tailbone to the heart to the consciousness gland and back. Just to open, 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 open. And just basically tell your body, make them all three just as strong. right? Just really make them as strong. And again, you could ask if you wanted to, why is the second one not as strong as the third one? It might tell you. Now, let's go. Whilst you're opening the pineal gland, the reason that I didn't ask with the heart yet is because when the pineal gland is open, the heart is open, and the dantian is open, your channel is open, and it's much easier to ask. So put your hand on your heart this time and ask your heart. We asked the second chakra, right? But what is it that your heart wants you to know from that level? Right? What is it truly that your heart wants you to know? And anything in your heart right now that you need to know, and then go to your pineal gland and ask the same thing. What is it that your pineal gland wants you to know? You will get different messages from each point, which means I almost see them as three different frequencies and like three different radio channels. And they will all give you something different to work on a different level. So just ask and you will get an answer. What is it that your subconscious, your consciousness gland wants you to know? It could be as simple as meditate more. Your heart might say, have more fun. And your root chakra might say, relax. So just listen to those messages and promise to actually follow up. Write them down, put them in a little, sticky note somewhere so that this week you will be a little bit more conscious around that. Yeah. So whilst we're now into these points and into the alignment, the bigger picture of the alignment is that your body is also, as a vehicle, happy in this alignment, into this channel. Now, just scan your body. It's almost like you do a little scan from top to bottom. You just scan through your body. Where in your body personally do you need to release tension, or does your body need, a little bit of alignment or balance? So just scan your body. Okay, beautiful. So keep feeling the energy scanning. And if you go to that point in your body, I would love for you to really feel what is it that that part in your body would need for you personally today. Why this part of your body? Let it tell you. So why your feet, or why your heart, or why your head? And what do they truly need right now in this moment? Why is it important that this part of your body comes up today? What do you need there? And you might see, sometimes it just needs energy and you ask it to show you how, right? Sometimes this part of your body needs relaxation or a massage, or it might need a supplement. Just really connect. What does this part of your body need? And if you don't get an answer, or if you don't hear anything, don't worry. I'm going to ask you to fake it until you make it. So if you would know anything, just start writing. Even if you just think you're making it up, it often is really truthfully that wants to come through. Just start writing and things will come. Beautiful. So it's nice. I feel that the body parts that you guys are telling me about are getting really warm, right? And that's good, or they feel energy, or they feel pressure. So ask, okay, so what is it that you need, right? Heart or feet or head, or What is it that you need? Your head might need more relaxation or more ideas or more passion, or your feet might need, to release. Feet is often an access to release energy, or it might mean more grounding or more walks, or feet are often also walking your path in life. So that's why when you put in your body parts into the chat, I can talk to that a little bit if you want, right? But if it's your heart, you can ask, what is it that your heart wants? What is it missing right now? What is the passion that it needs right now? Right? So keep attuning to that point. And if you've done that, if you've given it what it needs, or if you heard what it needs, what you can do then is then go to another point, right? Because your body has consciousness and it will tell you. So lower back is also all about establishing yourself and finding balance still in life, right? And really feeling that um, you have that fundament, set, and when you're still wobbly in that, it might come up. It might also has to do with how to navigate money, and future. And it's nice that I say these things, but I would love for you to really tune into your lower back if you are the one that was sharing that, and then just dive in and ask, what is it indicating for you? It's often that you support everybody else, but who is supporting you, for example? So ask, what is it that your lower back needs? Shoulders, what are you carrying on your shoulders? What are you responsible for, right? But what is it that your shoulders are telling you? So all those body parts that are coming up, just connect with them because they will tell you immediately what you need. So, for example, Uncle, what does your head need? What is it that it needs right now? And it will come up instantly. You know what it is, right? So it's important that, you just make it very simple and you trust what you hear. And even if it is a head massage or just calm down and do nothing, that can be very healing as well. So lovely feedback from some of you, also the messages that came through. So thank you for sharing that. And I'd love for you to now, feel this huge waterfall coming from above. It really starts to pour down and go down. And just keep feeling, just receiving your body. And if there's any other, connection in your body that needs to flush, through that waterfall, any tension that needs to be released, feel it just go through those points. I love that share around the teeth. Yeah, that sounds really true, to speak your truth. So really, really feel, how can you then speak the truth, take that rest, or put that support in your back, or not have so many responsibilities, or how can you make that easier on yourself? Let that waterfall at least flow through you and let your guidance, your subconscious, your higher self tell you, right? What is it right now that you need to truly hear? Now let that waterfall run through and fill you up at the same time. Now, when I said vertical alignment and horizontal alignment, it doesn't mean that you're never going to connect horizontally, right? Because let's say you think now of someone you truly love. It can be your child, can be your pet, can be a really good friend, and you put that person in front of you. If you connect your heart with their heart, it's a horizontal connection that's actually feeding. It's giving both of you energy. There's a love exchange between the two of you. So when you think of humanity in that way, just out of, if you think of that one person that you feel so much love for, if you then from that energy, that frequency would expand your energy outwards, then it's great because you're from that highest level of love and you receive it instantly back. But when you're going out because you want someone to give you something back, or you want to fix them, or you want, you know, to get approval or to manipulate something or someone, that's where you lose energy, right? So I always say to people, before you go out, just connect with your heart, connect with something or someone you truly love. And it can be as simple even as nature. Feel that gratitude in your heart, and then make a statement to stay aligned in your vertical alignment, universe and earth, and then go out into the world only from the heart connection. In that way, you contain, gain, and energize your energy even more, right? And that's what I'd love for you to do. Now, thinking of this person that you so love, now feel behind you and around you a whole team of beings that love you unconditionally. I don't care if you don't believe in angels or guides. Wouldn't it be nice if they do exist, right? I'd love for you to just have a team of energies around you, even if they are from your family lineage and they support you and love you. But only beings that love you unconditionally and want the very, very best for you and supporting you in your, I want to say, in your life path right now. They're kind of like your cheerleaders in life, right? And you feel them around you, you feel them within the room, they're palpable, they're really there cheering you on, and you can lean backwards knowing that they've got your back. And see how many of those beings would you see? Just the first thing that comes, even if you think you make it up, it might be 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever comes up, it might be 100. What do you feel and see around you? And if you've done the dragons with me, you might just feel the dragons around you, you know. But just feel that energy around you and let one of them step forward and step in front of you. And what is the one message they want you to hear today? It might be as simple as one word. And if you don't hear anything, let them show you. They might put their hand on a part in your body. Or you tell yourself, if I would hear it, it would be, and you write it down. Because there's always something coming. Your subconscious can hear this. You open up your pineal gland a little bit more and you listen. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. So if there's a message that you wanted to share that your guidance is giving you, you can share it in the chat box. And what I'd love for you to do is, whilst you're maybe writing that down in the chat box, beautiful, I love it. I love that. Many of you are saying love, protection, relax, take it easy. That's a good one. So really also sink into that feeling then of love, of protection, of relaxation, of trust. Just really step into that. Yeah. Now, feel that intent that you had, whether it was clarity or relaxation or whether it was inner peace, you know, whatever your intent was, I'd really love for you to now ask your guidance, your subconscious, your body to show you how to fully receive that intent in this session right now, if you haven't already. Yeah. So if you needed more clarity, let it come now. If you needed more balance, let the energy balance you right now and show you how. If you needed more inner peace or energy, let it show you how to energize you as well. And this is something that I would wish for all of you. When I start a meditation, I always ask my guidance and my subconscious to keep me and all of you energized and empowered. So, and I do that by my earth universe connection, right? For me, when that's open, the energy is boosting and flowing. But what is your way to stay energized? It might be moving or walking or yoga or Tai Chi, you know? What is your way of inner peace or connecting to yourself? And then you thank your amazing guidance and your beautiful heart, your wonderful dantian, which is the point below your navel, that power chakra, your consciousness gland that has been helping you today, your wonderful cross symbol that showed up in a certain material. And then I'd really love for you to just know that you can tap into this in an instant, right? You can go out of balance in an instant, but you can also be in balance in an instant, especially with the alignment. So then whenever you're ready, you can open up your eyes and wiggle your toes and your fingers. And I'd like for you to chat in the chat box the cross symbol that you had. So the material that you had, if you haven't already, and the one thing you got out of today's session. Your intent might have been peace, but you might have gotten clarity as well, or you might have felt enlightenment, or you got an insight about your mom, you know. So, what was your biggest epiphany today, and what was your cross symbol? What did it look like? So we've got really, dark wood. So that's probably really also, did you ask why, Anka? So probably to just really ground you, but ask, yeah? Because I always say we forget to ask why. And that's where the message always comes through, right? So ask why and then tell me when you get it. So crystal amethyst color, beautiful. Breathe and let go, love it. Crystal energy, beautiful. And why, Catalan? Love to hear. White quartz, which is new, exactly. Mine is gold, and mine is always normally white, Kelly. So ask why. Lean back into love. I love that, Angeline. Purple crystal, beautiful. Tree roots and grounding, cross symbol. Yeah, wonderful. Love and happy energy, beautiful. Rushing water, that's really lovely. It often means, yeah, not only protection, but also it needs to keep moving and releasing. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Yeah, makes sense, Anka. Makes sense. How beautiful. Well, I love all your shares because, because I can't talk to all of you because we have too many and we would be sit here another half hour. I still get to feel that I felt a little bit what you guys have done today. So that is really lovely. Um, Keep your eye out on the email because I'm going to do a big discount on my reading. I felt like giving back to community. So if you guys feel like, hey, it's time for a reading or an intercession, I'm doing like a really big one, and I'll send it out from tomorrow. And yeah, for the ones that have already done a lot of spiritual work and have worked with me a lot, I do my second program again, the inner truth, where we really go and look and connect with that bigger part of us and see what is in the way of that. So let me know, yeah, if you're interested in either of those. Really love to see you all. I'm so happy to be back. I always feel buzzing after this. And yeah, if something came up for you that stirred you, or that you felt like sharing, you can always share with me. Yeah, I'm always here. I know these meditations can go deep, and I want you to know that I'm here if something came up. Yeah. Big love to all of you. Oh, and thank you for sharing that, Marjolein. That was cool. I saw, it was almost like it was the rays were coming behind you, like, oh yeah. That was beautiful. So welcome. Have a beautiful Sunday, guys, and see you again next month. Mwah. Love, love, love. See ya.